In today's video, I'm going to discuss about how to break free from the constant indecisions or the constant spiral down feeling of the analysis and paralysis. Specifically, when it's come to initiating any task or the initiating any uh, discomfort making habit to initiate any the work which is not actually in our habitual way, then this is the thing that we often struggling with, and how we can overcome this and to start working with our goal, because feeling stuck in a cycle of overthinking or analysis paralysis, and discovering a simple yet very profound and effective decisions you can make right now to move forward and conquer the analysis and paralysis. So the first thing is recognizing the sign of being in the zone of analysis and paralysis. So first it is crucial to identify when we are experiencing the analysis and paralysis, and common signal or they include like feeling like overwhelmed by the options and available options in front of us, so that we cannot able to choose from, and constantly seeking more information or the more detailed orientation in to 100% approval or the validations of the existence of specific things, and delaying decision due to the fear of making the wrong choice. So this could be the one reason. And acknowledging the fear of imperfections, because understand once we understand the signs sorry once we understand the sign of that we are struggling with the analysis or paralysis, then we have to acknowledge the fear of imperfection, because understanding that the root of this paralysis or analysis often lies in the fear of imperfection or the making a mistake, because we think that once I will do that, I there must be some error, and which is going to judged by the people or anybody else, rather than to just get started on, and accepting that no decision is the flawless can elevate some of this pressure as well. So, what is the solution for that? The first thing is implement the 2 minute rule. It means that now here the actionable step we can take that apply the 2 minute rule. It says that if a decision or the task can be completed in 2 minutes or less, then what can I do or what could I do to initiate this? So it will, yeah, it is a sense that we can start immediately. These approaches help us to overcome the initial inertia or the building the uh, momentum. And the second step is to the set the implementation intention, setting the deadline, decision deadline. It means that we have to, for more complex or any reasonable manner, when we have to think or we have to ask somebody else for more complex decisions, set the firm deadline or the allocate the reasonable amount of time to gather information and shuffle back in the sequence or in the preferable time, and then commit to making a choice by that date or that specific time. And this prevents endless deliberation and delaying is to the our initial tasks of the initiation. And the number five is the limiting our options. So many times what we have due to the extra layer of the mm options or the solutions we have or the we gathered, then sometimes we cannot be able to choose from which is the best one, and that's how we are registering ourselves to start even from the very basic one. So reducing the number of options or the choices to consider, the research shows that having too many choice can be lead to the paradox of choice and lead to the indecision itself and decision fatigue. And focusing on a select a very few, a very in a minimal way, and to simplify the process. And number six is the trusting our intuitions. Sometimes what happen is that we are so much focusing on the nitty gritty and smaller and the minor details of the any particular decisions or the circumstances, but sometimes due to this our critical filter, or our the subconscious mind is always pushing us to telling us to opt in or take the better choice as well, but we are not able to listen those intuitions or the gut feeling. And this is the reason that overly being in the zone of analysis and paralysis will hide the actual intuition, which is comes from our own intelligence, our own experience, or the knowledge and expertise. But overly emphasis is on the all the side things is always going to hinder our decision to take the starting point. And sometimes our gut feeling can guide us effectively even more than the gathered details or the oriented specific and sophisticated way of the uh, process. And after weighing the pros and cons, listen to our intuition to make these choices and start moving further, or to directly depending on our the intuition, sometimes maybe the bigger results or the bigger impact than all the hard work we have dwelling in between all the choices. Number seven, the embracing the possibility of the mistakes. We always try to get avoid or get minimize the mistakes, because mistakes or the error has always been associated with some kind of pre-assumed judgment, or a realistic judgment by the our other persons or the in our surrounding or colleagues, because because whatever we're doing is somehow it is going to be checked by, or the reviewed by, or the inspected by. So not committing the mistake and error, and solely relying on the very first or the finest way to get start is the always in the puts you in the stuck. And accepting the mistakes are the part of a learning process, or the part of the our journey of transformation or becoming the better version of ourselves. And making a decisions even if it's not a perfect, and propels us forward and provides a valuable experience as well. And seek the external inputs, and this is also the reason that we seeking the external inputs or the validations. And if we are stuck, and consult with someone we can trust on, or we can have a conversation already on specific thing, and an outside perspective can offer clarity and help you see the situation from the different angle. Because if we subjectively thinking and immersing on the same loop, so what will happen is that sometimes we have to seek validation from outside. It is may or may not be right or wrong, whether it is true or untrue in specific condition. But by even asking or the sowing in our trust felt circle, this will uncover the possibility to take initiation and have start on our working in our goals. And number nine is the focusing on our core values, because sometimes what if in the absence of our core value we should not take initiation, we should not even start. So aligning with our values and with our outcome and objective is sometimes trigger us to uh, step back and view from the 30,000 feet, and we can start again. And aligning our decision with our core value and a long time goals, this alignment can make choices clearer and more straightforward than being stuck in the same region. So by now, and taking the immediate actions, so this all the, if I can say that by comprehending and concising this all the points in a sequential manner, in a step by step manner, we can we can get out of our own analysis paralysis, or we can say that the overthinking mode, and we can start immediately to take action. And because once we can get little bit of momentum based on that, we can gain clarity, we can gain some choices. And sometimes is what happens is that we look or we take it as a very easy and very enjoying process in the long run by over analyzing and over pricing in the first place. So that's all about the conquering our overthinking, analysis and paralysis for initiating our uh, hard task or the hard works. Thanks.